everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Amy and I'm a special education teacher, a voracious reader, a wannabe writer, and I am here today to talk to you about my December TBR and all of the holiday reads that I'm looking forward to this month. So I'm a mood reader, but I'm also a seasonal reader. So I have been looking forward to the holiday season for a while now because I'm really excited about the books that I'm about to show you. So let's jump right into it. The first book that I'm looking forward to reading in this holiday season is actually a short story by Madeline Miller called Galatea, is how that's pronounced, I believe. Yes, Galatea. I am laughing because I've tried to film this so many times now and I just keep goofing this up, so I'm just going to leave this in. All right, so this short story is her take on the Pygmalion myth. And yeah, so it just says in ancient Greece, the marble sculpture of a beautiful woman, Galatea, is given the blessing of life. Her sculptor marries her and they have a daughter together, but the sculptor is a controlling and jealous man who does not want Galatea to know the world. In a desperate bid to control her, he locks Galatea away and keeps her under the constant supervision of doctors and nurses. Galatea, however, yearns for independence. She has a daughter to rescue and is determined to break free, whatever the cost. So I always love Madeline Miller. Circe is one of my favorite books. So I think that this story is going to be great. And the cover, it just looks so wintry. I'm not sure if this short story takes place during the wintertime. Strange, like New Year's festive vibes with the blue and gold. So I'm looking forward to reading this. The next book that I'm looking forward to reading this holiday season is East of the Sun and West of the Moon, Old Tales from the North. So this is a collection of Norwegian folk tales. And this book I bought maybe a year or two ago. I'm not really sure. I think Jen Campbell might have been the one that recommended this on her channel, but it's gorgeous. It's got lots of nice details. The back cover is awesome too. It's all illustrations by Kay Nielsen. And yeah, there's all kinds of like amazing pictures in this book that goes along with these folk tales. And actually the tales don't even start until page 68. So a good chunk of the book to start actually gives a lot of information about the illustrator and also about Norwegian folk tales in general. So it just seems like a collection of information about this artist and his artwork. So that sounds pretty good to me. But what I'm most looking forward to about reading this collection is my kids and I used to read out loud to them every night, all the way up until maybe this past year. They're both in middle school now. So maybe it stopped about a year ago for my older son, but I really kind of miss it. And we have talked about like listening to audiobooks together while we do puzzles in the evening. We had like this routine of everybody at least had to read 20 minutes a night as just part of our routines. I've stuck with that, but we've kind of fallen off as a family. So I'm hoping this holiday season we can kind of get back into that. And I could either read one story, there's 10 of them in here, every night or while we're doing puzzles. I'm not really sure, but I think that this would be a good one for us to read as a family. And I think I can get them into that again for the holiday season, hopefully. I have been looking forward to reading The Christmas Appeal by Janice Hallett for a while now. This is sort of like a sequel novella, I believe, to The Appeal. I think we follow the same two lawyers who are kind of investigating this case before in the original Appeal. And I'm just not sure if this book has the same characters that were in the first one, but it does take place with the Fairway Players again. This time they are putting on a play called, it's a festive holiday production of Jack and the Beanstalk to raise money for a new church roof. I believe that somehow someone who's dressed up as Santa ends up dead, and then we have to figure out who the victim, pour over police transcripts to identify both the victim and the killer. So we don't know who was actually dressed up as the Santa, and we don't know who killed the Santa. And I love Janice Hallett books. I've talked about this a bunch of times on this channel. And I just love how it's full of emails and text messages and transcripts. It's going to be really fun. And it's pretty short. I think it's not even 200 pages. So I should get through this one really quickly. And the cover is like so cool too. So really looking forward to this one. Yep, one Christmas play, one dead Santa. Everyone's a suspect. So I think this will be a good one. The next mystery I'm looking forward to reading this holiday season is The Mistletoe Mystery by Nita Prose. This is part of the Maid mystery series. I think this one is the third in the series. And this is another short one. How many pages is this? 112. And that's, including the acknowledgments. And I'm not sure, but like reading about this one, I think this one is just very cozy in nature. I don't actually think that there is a murder in this one to solve. I think it's another kind of mystery, but it seems like it's going to be really cozy and sweet. And it's about Molly Gray, who I love, and her family and her relationship with her boyfriend. I don't know how the hotel she works at is going to play into this, because usually most of the mysteries in the series takes place at the Grand Regency Hotel. But I think it's going to be really nice. I think this one is going to be sort of sweet, and I don't know. I feel like all of the books in this series have just tugged at my heartstrings a little bit. It's not like other cozy mysteries. You really, I don't know, you're just really rooting for Molly, and she's been through a lot, and you just want to see her happy and everything like going well for her, especially with her backstory in the first book. But I'm looking forward to this one as well. The next two books I'm looking forward to reading are, we've got Candy Cane Kills by Brian Macaulay and Candy Cane Kills Again. So I'm not going to look at Candy Cane Kills Again because I don't want any spoilers for myself. And all I know about this book is that we're following this family of four. So we have a mom and a dad, a son and a daughter, and they're going to a cabin in the woods. I don't know how old the kids are in this one. It doesn't say in the back, but I think the main character that we're following is the son, just from what I got from the blurb on the back. And somehow they've come to discover that the cabin that they're staying at was the scene of a horrific crime. It just seems like it's going to be a really crazy slasher. I think there's also sort of like an interesting backstory with this family. I don't think this is a happy family. I think there's some like things going on within their family as well. So I don't know how that will all play out and tie into the slasher. But it's part of the Killer VHS series, and I have Cicada by Tanya Pell. And I haven't read that one yet either, but I think I'm collect this series, even though I haven't read any of them yet. I'm sure they're going to be awesome. The reviews I've seen are pretty good. I've read like spoiler-free ones, just kind of get a sense of if people like them or not. But the covers are so great, and the premises just sound like really fun. So I just think these are really just a fun series to get into. And even in the back, we got another like really cool winter scene, little ominous soul and some kind of like candy cane shank or something. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. These ones I'm not going to get to until the end of the month. I know that for a fact, because we also, for like many, many years now, have done the Icelandic tradition. I don't know how you say it, but it's the holiday tradition on Christmas Eve where people open up books and they drink warm, cozy beverages and hot cocoa and all that stuff, and then they read. So we've been doing this since my kids were very young. I also wrap up gifts for myself, and these are the two that I picked up that I'm going to open on Christmas Eve. So if you are interested in seeing what I picked out for my kids this year, let me know. I can make a video on that as well. My kids don't watch my channel at all, so I wouldn't be spoiling it for them at all. Or, I mean, I could just make the video a little bit closer, like right after. Doesn't really matter because they're not holiday themed books. The last book that I'm looking forward to reading this holiday season is My Darling Girl by Jennifer McMahon. This, from what I know about the book, is about a woman who was raised by an abusive alcoholic mom. She's estranged from her. She lives in Vermont with her husband, and I think she has at least one child. I don't know how many children she has. I think it's at least one. Nope, two daughters. My bad. The rebellious teenage Izzy and a precocious elementary schooler Olivia. So they're getting ready to, celebrate their own holiday and make holiday memories. She hears from her mom, and her mom wants to see her for the holidays because she has cancer and she has only weeks to live. So she wants to spend her remaining days with them. Her daughter reluctantly agrees, and I think it gets really unhinged from there. So this sounds like a really good holiday horror as well. So I'm really excited excited about that one. So those are all the books I plan to read this holiday season. I have a really good feeling that I'm actually going to be able to read all of them by New Year's Eve. So I'm really excited about that. And I would love to know what you plan on reading. And if you've made it this far, leave me a little Christmas tree emoji or a snowman to let me know that you made it all the way to the end of the video. And if you've liked what you've seen here, please consider giving it a like and subscribing, because I'm going to continue making videos from now to the new year and beyond. And I can't wait to see you again and share more books with all of you. So have a great holiday season, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.